To JC Transformation Strategies. Welcome to our Thursday coaching. Okay, so today we're just gonna be touching on something very, very important that we really need to sort this out. It's our sleeping patterns. Okay, right. So today's topic is 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Can it make or can it break you? Okay, it's a very, very important topic because I don't know if we're actually having 7 to 8 hours of sleep or are we just sleeping and we don't even track our time. Right, the only way you're actually going to know is that if your sleeping patterns are actually affected, so you basically only sleep for like 4 to 5 hours, you'll know the next day that hey, I'm feeling drained, I'm feeling fatigued, I have brain fog, I can't concentrate. So then we go back to the basis and we actually look at our sleeping patterns. Right, so what is sleeping? Sleeping is naturally recurring state of your altered consciousness. So that means you are not clearly awake at that time. So when you actually go to sleep, everything actually shuts down. So basically what I mean is that your sensory inputs that was working throughout the day, like your sight, your smell, your speaking, your touching, all the sensations, it all slows down. Then basically like a computer that shuts down, you slowly shut down because you go into it. Okay, right. So the function of sleeping is so important because it's actually helping for tissue repairing, it's helping for muscle repairing, it's helping your immune system. So there's a lot of benefits to sleeping. Okay, now also we know that it helps our cognitive health, basically the functioning of your brain. Okay, so your brain literally functions with the help of sleeping. Okay, so when you put your head to rest, that's the time you actually notice that the next day your memory picks up, your memory is good, and you can remember things, and even your brain fog decreases, like forgetfulness, like where did I put my keys, where did I put my cell phone, did I submit that email, did I meet the deadlines, cannot remember birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. Right, so that's why sleeping is so important, so that it doesn't affect you and your daily life. Okay, so sleeping is more like it's a survival thing. It's important. It's just like food and water. It's like that Maslow hierarchy right at the bottom, which was your needs, which was food and water. So sleeping helps you for those things. It benefits you. Okay, so guys, there's something which was amazing that as I was looking at it, sleeping actually it helps to create new memories. That's why you're able to dream, that's why you're able to become creative, that's why you're able to have that imagination. Okay, so you see how the beneficial are sleeping. So it comes back to the topic that we say that it can make you and it won't break you. It will not, because 7 to 8 hours is enough for you to get that appropriate amount of rest. Remember, there's different hours for rest. Like babies and toddlers need so much hours. Probably I think it's like 10 hours. Then adults need 7 to 8 hours, and elderly people also need like at least 9 hours of sleep. So if you're not getting that, that is why you're feeling so fatigued. That is why you're feeling so weak lately. Okay, because your body needs that transition of sleeping and resting. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of educative things I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Now if you look at M1, that's your light sleep. Okay, so basically in your light sleep, it's just you sleeping, but you can easily wake up. So there can be even a small noise, somebody walking past, that's your light sleep. N2 is basically where deeper light sleep. N3 is your slow wave, like your REM sleep. Okay, and then once you get into your REM sleep, it's more like rapid eye movement, dreaming. It's very, very difficult for anybody to wake you up in your N3 and REM sleep. It shakes you. But your N3 and your REM sleep, it's so crucial for helping your physical and your mental health. And even it helps to regulate your emotions. So guys, if you've been having depression, anxiety, insomnia, and you've been having a lot of things happening to you, even like you feel not normal, you feel drained, it's because you haven't reached the N3 and the REM sleep as yet. Once you have that REM sleep and you actually get that enough of sleep, you will actually feel better and your mental health will improve drastically. So it's very important that you look at your sleeping patterns. That is why we're doing today's coaching. For your healing to ignite, you need to look at your sleeping patterns. Am I sleeping or am I just resting? Now, some people say, no, if I hit the bed, I'm resting. That is true. It's a very good thing. It's a form of relaxation if you just go to sleep, right? But you're basically not really sleeping. You're just having your head on something soft. You're relaxing your body, relaxing your muscles. But that's more like saying you're an N1, okay? Because it's a light sleep, your muscles are relaxed, but anything can startle you and wake you up. So the only way for you is you have to get into the N2 or the N3 and the REM sleep. And once you're into that, then you know you are healing. Remember, healing also starts internally within you. So it's important that your sleeping patterns also works. That's a lot of people take sleeping tablets is because they haven't reached the N3 and REM sleep. It's difficult due to factors, due to overthinking, and due to insomnia. So all of that affects. But the only way you're gonna naturally do this is have some of like set bedtime routines. So let's say now you don't eat within 2 hours before bedtime. Alright, it's just for your body to digest properly. You limit your screen time at least 30 minutes before bed. So you don't check any scrolls, you don't doom scroll, you don't know what's happening in other people's business, because you're gonna overthink. So you don't think about anything. Remember, you have a journal, you plan everything for tomorrow, and then it helps you to less think. Alright, so the only way that you're going to get into this is planning. So it's very, very important that you set that routine, because you cannot be dependable on sleeping tablets for the rest of your life. Okay, it's not good. You need to sleep natural. That's why when you look at even the definition of sleeping is more like a natural process. So remember, when you're small, you slept, okay, you were able to sleep so naturally. But remember, there was elimination of things like noises and stuff like that. So look at your environment, look at what's stopping you to sleep. Maybe it could be the lights. You get the street lights. I had an issue with it. Like guys, 2 years ago, I had an issue sleeping, and because of the high levels of stress, what happened is that those street lights was being a pain to me. I had to literally block the street lights using a big size cursor because I needed the darkness. So the darkness ignites them. Guys, there's a hormone in your brain, and it actually helps, because at that time it actually tells your brain that it's nighttime now. So that's why the lights are dark, and then your brain is so powerful, it just clicks and then it sleeps. So I had to do that for like 2 years, because I couldn't stand the noise. And then once I addressed all my anxiety issues and all of that, and I became calmer and started doing deep breathing exercises, then I've noticed that I became much better. So I was healing, and then my sleeping patterns actually improved. And yes, I am sensitive to light, but it's not that bad like how it was. So there was a lot of adjustments that I had to do, like for example, control my stress, deep breathing, grounded techniques. So yeah, sleeping is a big thing, but if you cannot sleep, you really need to look at it holistically. What is happening to you? How is your mindset? How is your health? Also look at what vitamins are you taking as well for your sleeping. Make sure that you have magnesium into your diets, supplements, diets, bananas, things that's going to help you, potassium, everything. Make sure you have your A to Z vitamins. That's it. Okay, because those things are going to help you in your sleeping patterns, because it's not just adjusting everything, but it's also how is your minerals and vitamins in your body. Okay, so sleeping is very important. Poor sleep, you will know the side effects. You will have like symptoms like headaches, irritability, forgetfulness, brain fog, and then you start oversleeping during the day to cover up for your night sleep. And also anxiety and depression also creeps in. But the thing is, guys, you need to actually set that bedtime routine for you to actually have a proper sleep, because it's going to be very, very difficult if you don't. Okay, so the first step for healing as well is a good night's sleep. So guys, let me know, how is your sleep pattern? How are you sleeping? Okay, set these goals, please do it. Sleeping is one of the important ways for you to heal mentally, physically, and even spiritually. Okay, right, so I'm wishing you guys a happy sleep. Please do rest, and please do follow what I've actually said to you guys, all the techniques. It's gonna help you guys, and have a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. Take care to JC. Stay tuned to JC Transformation. Bye.